Hello, everyone. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have a Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando Tournament race. This is Level Engine versus homewrecker in the lower bracket round 2. Tracking today we have Mizu, and on commentary we have Nightcrawler and Mirai, and they will take it from here.
We've got it. We've got it. Looks like Level Engine doesn't quite have it yet, and hopefully he'll be jumping in sometime soon. Meanwhile, Homewrecker's got this. Have you seen this right before? What is this thing? I haven't seen it.
Every time he uses it, everyone's questioning what it may be. I have an idea, but we'll just keep it as a bear in a jumpsuit. I don't know.
Bear in a jumpsuit.
A bear in a jumpsuit.
Now, looking at those. Oh, here we go. I was going to start talking about cookies again. Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah, this is Max Rando in Zelda 2, not Max Rando in the Kitchen of Nightcrawler.
Well, I suppose, but think about this. Think about this. What if you know how there are those checkerboard cookies? What if you made pixel art cookies, like of different Zelda 2 characters and stuff, and like green would be like mint flavor, and like the brown would be like chocolate flavor, like a brownie sort of thing. That'd be good, right?
I mean, if you like all that sugar and all those carbs, yeah, I mean that would be good.
I mean, it would take so long to make these cookies, you wouldn't have that many to eat. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this race. Haven't seen too much. I haven't personally seen too many of Homewrecker's matches, so this far into the tournament, I'm sure we're looking for something exciting. Oh boy, yeah, that's cool. That's a what? That head. Oh, it's the cat thing. It's the cat thing. Yeah, so we got Fairy, Reflect, Flute, Raft, and Hammer, and I believe Upstab. Was there Downstab on there also?
Both stabs are on the docket tonight.
All right, so we're not going to get in a situation where you're looking around and you're like, I got to really time this jump properly and let off the D-pad. No, you can just down stab and jump off people's heads.
Yeah, and also some safeties here. Six hearts, 2 gems, only with 4 lives, so enough to progress through the seed here. We've got a potential glove hunt on our hands, but at least a little bit of exploration will be required with our 2 gems.
Yeah.
Although, if GP is on the west and we can do both those palaces on the west, we might just see a dig into GP even if we don't have the glove, just to test to see if it is actually required tonight.
I think that would possibly be the play. And Dark Link doesn't really get any harder if you defeat him or if you take him on at lower levels. It's still hits.
Yeah, that's the one boss that is always a static amount of hits, no matter your attack level.
And what isn't a static amount of hits is how much abuse these guys are taking in Medicine Cave.
Yeah. Level through, though, he's going to show us up. There's a red dire to greet us.
He wants his revenge. It may... You know what?
It may be that attack 1 just kind of sucks, is by the look of it there.
Yeah. I wonder if Homewrecker is going to try to jump past it. Of course, with the projectile in the dark, that can be a bit difficult. Oh god, his level going to fall. It's fine if he falls, I guess. He's got lives. Saw that coming. Could you imagine dying like right after you got a 500-point P-bag in the very beginning of the game?
I could imagine it, but it's nothing but pain, so I try not to imagine it. Did we say that we are... I totally blanked on what was said at the beginning. We are in the lower bracket, if that wasn't said. So this is an elimination match between these 2 runners here. Level Engine just recently got knocked down here from his previous race against Zarnax, and Homewrecker got knocked down here by Paratroopa back in round 1. So yeah, this is 0-1 for both these runners, double elimination brackets, and that is going to send one of these 2 are going home tonight.
I am the sky says Kuma 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 Bear. Is that the sprite? It looks kind of like a cat, but I don't know.
I believe it was said it was some character from Fortnite at the very beginning of the
Oh,
race.
That's why I don't know this stuff. 'Cause
Same.
Yeah, janky from Fortnite. Okay.
Would you like a cookie? Is that? That's what Bagu just said.
All right, so I owe you like $50 from some bet, and you are gonna have to eat cookies at some point. Zelda 2 cookies because we called it.
Wait. I will accept the $50, but I'm not going to shovel cookies into my mouth for people's entertainment.
You know, the fact that you're saying that you won't do it makes people want it even more, right? It's supply and demand.
We can turn it into a 1,000 sub goal on the channel.
All right. How many subs do we have already on? We gotta have more than 1,000.
On my personal channel, thank you very much.
I'm like, I'd be shocked if ZSR had fewer than 1,000 subs. I probably have earned 500 subs for this channel at least, right?
I'm not sure, but real fast here, looking at level engine side of things, what we can't see is, I believe he's playing on an emulator. What he's not capturing are the file menus, so it looks like his mouse is moving around kind of all over the place, but I believe that was some file menuing going on, so he must have had something else enabled somewhere. I'm not 100% sure what happened, but it looks like he started over as a result.
Yeah, it sure does. What the heck?
Perhaps he had some, I don't know, maybe some, I don't want to make any assumptions here, but it's possible that maybe he was practicing with some codes or something and forgot that those were enabled. I was not paying attention to what was happening with the stats or anything like that, so perhaps...
Everything seems pretty normal to me.
I just wasn't looking. I wasn't looking at it, so I'm not entirely sure. Who knows? Or okay, Alan Heffley's saying he thinks the emulator crashed, so I guess that's a possibility as well.
Yeah, sometimes certain emulators can be extremely unfaithful to you as a runner. And yeah, my personal dislike for emuhawk/bizhawk knows no limits to its depths.
That's why you just switched to hardware.
Yeah, I've got my Nintendo. If only I could just figure out how to plug it into my PCIe slot.
I think you're doing it wrong. There's a instruction booklet that comes with it. It tells you how to set it up on your CRT television via coax cable. That brand new technology.
But how does that help me see the game in ultra high definition 3D surround sound? Bose 13.1.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, shoot. I want to see this Fortnite character in super ultra high def. I don't know about you.
No comment. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure what they've been picking up either. We've been seeing a child pick up at the very least.
Yeah. Well, okay. And the legend has Bagu's note. That shall prove useful, or not, because they already have Fairy. I guess if they can't quite cast Fairy yet, or maybe we could save a little bit of time, but I don't know, let's say you had Fairy. Would you even, if you stumbled across Bagu's house, would you even go inside?
Probably not, unless Fairy wasn't castable. Or, I mean, it might be worth it if you feel that, maybe Fairy is expensive and you're going to use it to get out of some encounters, and then you run into Saria and you don't have any magic to cast Fairy. Then you're in trouble and you wish you had gotten Bagu.
Yep, for sure. Speaking of Fairy, we see this cast at Magic 2 doesn't really take all that much out of him on both sides of the screen. So, yeah, I think we could see some dives into dungeons, at Magic 3, I think. As long as they can cast it twice, it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah,
it looks to be about 40 right now. And there's no guarantee that's going to come down anytime soon, so we'll just have to keep an eye out on their spellbook and try to watch for like a hawk to see when it drops down. Double Palace here next to Saria.
Do it. Actually, get Magic 3 and do it. Or, you know, I guess they might want Glove. Whatever, Glove. Who needs Glove?
Yeah, I don't know what choices these runners will be making at this point, given that this is the elimination match here in the lower bracket. So,
you know, it is interesting though. They only have to place 2 gems, right?
yes.
And with all the new rooms, the chances of glove blocks in each individual palace is fairly low, so or relatively low. So it kind of seems like maybe rather than spending time looking for the glove, you just do the palaces, and if you get glove blocked, you do a different one. Is that a thing? Am I talking crazy here?
That is typically the strategy. You've been out of the game for so long, you're not sure how it's done anymore.
I've been in the game. Look, I've got so much game, okay?
Baking cookies in the kitchen is not the game.
Listen, it's not just cookies, okay? And here we got the child on levelengine side being picked up in P-Bag Cave. Very, very nice. Darunia will be overjoyed, and that child will demand cookies. And so will Mizuhiro. And baseball. And everyone, except for you.
I am okay with giving up my share of the cookies if someone else wants them.
That's what you say now.
You are not gonna guilt me into any other such actions. So we're looking at 3 or 6 here on homewrecker's side. Got a key block to the right. Doesn't want to cannot ferry through, and might get kind of beat up here.
Isn't there potentially a red jar right there in that statue, and if they take it and leave and come back, then they can despawn the door?
Potentially, yes, but it looks like it's a little dangerous there with the Doom Knocker flinging things around. It's not... I don't know the enemy set, actually, and funny enough, I don't know the enemy set in there where the 50-50 jar is in there. That room doesn't always have the 50-50 jar.
Right. Yeah. He got rid of the Iron Knuckle, though, so if he came back in and finished off the Doom Knocker from the left side, that would be easier. But he might not need it. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities left to find the boss here.
Is Level going to jump in as well? Nope, he's going to check these towns. Check the other one first for P4 here. Probably check these towns as well.
30-point P-Bag. I think 70-point P-Bags are in the pool too, so not... Oh, there's also the 500-point P-Bag, so I guess...
Oh, there's 700s as well.
Oh gosh. It's either... Ow. I felt that, homewrecker. That bullet to the face as a fairy. Oh no. It's too late!
Yeah, it's an incredibly annoying room to get into. What you have to do is you have to bait the generators to starting by just doing what he's doing. You got to jump over, bait that one, and then go.
And there's a second set of flying enemies here. Is there always 2 sets of flying enemies in this room?
There's always 2 generators. They don't always have to be the flying ones. They can be tin suits. Bago Bago's also generators in here. If they're tin suits, you kind of luck out because they'll just keep falling into the lava.
You know, I love the fact that they're called tin suits. You know, it really fits in with Iron Knuckles. It's so symmetrical in my mind, and I love it. Uh-oh.
There you go. There's our first glove block here.
Yep, but there is still another way.
Yeah.
Potentially. They could despawn the door.
I mean, they could try. I don't know if that's the...
Yeah.
And it really sucks if you keep getting the Iron Knuckle and there's a Doom Knocker right there, and then you're kind of screwed because you want to go now back up the elevator to reset the room, you know, and there's like you're pinned in between 2 enemies here.
Well, it's the second room in the palace, so you could do it a couple times potentially until you get it right.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly where levelengine is here. He's walking around. I don't know if he's got any new stuff. Did he get the child as well? I don't know if he went into Pillar P-Bag Cave.
I think so.
Unfortunately, there's no indicator in the UI whether we picked that up or not, so I'm not really sure. And he doesn't run a tracker, so we're doubly not really sure. Yeah, we just had a pee bag on grass tile there, and chat confirming that he does have the kid. I know all I saw was the cross, and I'm not sure if homewrecker went in to trophy cave to get the cross or not. That is something we could check for, though.
Oof.
Or I'm sorry, we see his tracker. His tracker does not have that cross lit up.
Stopping in for a refill over at in homewrecker side of the screen.
Yeah, I didn't catch what spell was here in Raru today. We need everything from the west, or we can get everything from the west if we want to, because we've got the spell from Naburu and Old Kusudo is what we started with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean they do start with some of the most critical spells, so
That's true. As I look away and not realize what homewrecker got.
yeah, it sucks to be you, doesn't it?
I'll give you some cookies if you tell me, oh, Thunder, thank you, chat. Cookies are still mine.
Yeah, see?
The only currency accepted in this particular commentary booth, apparently.
There's cookies, yeah. So you owe Night Shifter, Little Lurch, and Rosalinda's cookies.
I don't know why I have to keep owing people cookies here.
Man, that was on you, buddy. For once, it wasn't my fault.
All right, so our Maze Island bridge does take us to Maze Island with a cave and a raft tile and a palace all right there, and our first drop right here as well.
Victor, I believe before the stream, Mirai was telling us that his favorite type of cookie was hardened protein cookies. I believe that's what it was.
I have nothing to say. Let's see where this cave goes. Hey, look at that. Boots locked east.
I love that. Well, there might be another way onto the east, though, right?
It's possible that raft goes to the east. We did see a cave that goes to a death mountain, so this raft may take us east as well. Looks like it does. Looks like that cave is right there, just southwest of our entry point.
That's hilarious. I love that. It's kind of it's kind of derpy too.
So we're in the Palace 3. I'm sorry, I said Palace 3, but we didn't see Barba, the other palace, so I actually don't know. We don't have any idea on which 3 or 6 we're in still.
We casting Thunder? Maybe not.
Can we even afford it? I'm not sure.
That would have been good, though. That would have been worth a lot of experience. Probably refilled Thunder right again right there. You know, well, 50 for a red. That's a whole lot.
Yeah, we are getting confirmation there by the windows that we are in P3 here, so... I'm sure we'll see level jump in right after home. Okay.
Kind of like these stark black backgrounds sometimes.
I lied. Level is going to do other things.
Yeah, level has no time for palaces.
Oh, we have a pass-through Rebo. Here we go.
I think we got...
I was going to say, show us how it's done, home.
That was pretty good. Okay. Okay, yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Had to... You know what? Wisely decided to wait until the horse was back into the correct position because his setup was ever so slightly off. But I would have been the idiot who just tries to jump for it anyway and gotten 2 or 3 bops. But homewrecker, man, got it taken care of. And levelengine found at 3-Eyed Rock a town. And I was looking at homewrecker's side when I was trying to see what town it was.
Yeah, it was Darunia with jump.
Cool.
Well, levelengine is like on a mission somewhere. He's passing up 3 and 6. He's passing up 4, but that's probably because he can't really cast Reflect reliably with the high cost of Fairy.
They have the child though, right? They could get jump.
That's what I assumed. I mean that's what chat reported. We're putting this on chat if he does not. If level is without child, we're putting this on chat.
You know, it could be that he's like, I already have upstab, so there's only like half the usual reward of going into the town. Might be.
Wow, jump is a very sexy spell to have, though.
It is very nice for.
I mean, that's 50 cookies worth of a spell.
Ooh, 50 cookies. All right, homewrecker, using that thunder to clear out those enemies in the first room after, I believe, an up and A, and yeah, Doomknocker also not giving a lot of XP, so not particularly worth it, but at least sped up his clearing of that room.
Level in a pretty tough pass through here at this low life level. Could be some Moas in here. We're not seeing that, but those big coconuts are gonna hurt when you body them. Wow.
Homewrecker, trying to check what the dripper enemy was, but unfortunately, too many Moas on screen or in RAM or whatever, and so did not get the actual spawn out of the blue drips.
Yeah, some of those rooms are just really just not. They're there to just tease you, more or less.
Well, if they had jump, they could go up stab those Moas pretty easily and get them dead. Or you know, casting thunder would have gotten rid of those Moas too. But you know, you do that and then it's just Muse or something, and you're gonna feel like an idiot.
Yeah, Level made it through that first dark cave there, first half of this two-screen cave without
Very
the
nice.
candle. Almost got bodied by the big eyeballs again. There were like 4 of them in there.
That's very nice. Homewrecker just picked up a nice 700-point key bag from just a regular normal fight and banked that experience and is probably going for attack 4.
Very beefy red Lizolfo on Level Engine side there. Attack may be rolling low across the board as we level up here. Not sure. It could also be that the enemies just have a lot of health in this particular seed, and it's just a combination of attack and high health, or low attack and high health.
The pass-through Rubenek is only ever in P6, right? Even with the new version of the randomizer?
No, it could be in either 3, 4, or 6, that entire palace pool. Hence we get the Rebo Sharks.
Okay. Oh, right. Ooh. So we haven't confirmed that we are in 6 yet, but there's a candle.
We're in 3. We saw the windows in the second room.
True. Yes. Good point.
You're eating too many cookies over there, Nightcrawler. You get a little tuckered out.
Well, look. Okay, it's the sugar in my blood, and you know, I'm trying to clear the crumbs off my keyboard.
I hear you.
It's a busy time. Homewrecker really wants to kill that.
He wants that. He wants that level, I think.
Yeah, the enemies are not giving a lot of experience. Probably would have been better to cast it in here. Well, bubbles aren't gonna die.
The bubbles could, the fast bubbles can be worth up to, I guess all bubbles really, but can be worth up to 100 experience in this flag set. So it might be worth trying to just kill one of those.
But I mean, honestly, he still has to look for the boss here.
Yeah, is he out of lives though? Because if he's out of lives, he's gonna need to, unless he's got a key somewhere, he's gonna have to up an A simply to get more lives for more fairy cast to get through that final door.
Sure, I hope he's not. Because, man, dropping that much experience on the floor would be unfortunate.
Yeah, Level is clearing everything out here. He has not wanted to step into a single palace. He stepped in to identify them and then has not bothered to dig. That's not, I'll be honest, it's not very Level-like, if I will say so. There's your blue dripper.
Oh, that's good. That's good enough, at least. 150? Okay. That's I believe, the normal amount for the blue Iron Knuckles. So it didn't roll up, but still quite well enough to get that attack 4.
Uh-oh, Glove Fairy block here. Okay. Oh, yeah, he's got plenty of lives. Yeah.
Yeah, Rosalindis did mention that he picked up a free life there, so bopping himself against a Moa there is pretty good. And I love these rooms, you know, these community rooms that, you know, there are multiple ways to clear them. You know, like...
Absolutely.
I don't know who it was that made it, but I believe I saw you playing a game the other day, and there's like this bridge over like some breakable bricks, and you can break the bricks and go down. I
know the room you're talking about, but I'm pretty sure that no one ever goes down because it's super dangerous, and the author should probably revisit that room to make that lower path a little bit more friendly.
Well, just maybe saying. The author did revisit that room and fixed it.
Uh-huh.
And maybe that never got updated in the randomizer.
I'll believe it when I see it. The high path is fine. It's just a little busy.
Yeah. There's not a lot of headroom, but I didn't want people to jump and then fairy and like glitch out the game and stuff.
All right, first gem placed here, Homewrecker P3. As Level walks into P1, a very hot pink, if I do say so myself. 20, just shy of 23 minutes for Homewrecker placing his first gem here.
I can do that, Elendar. I mean, I can send you the file with the room in it. I don't know how to send just a room.
We can show you the new way to do all this afterwards here.
Okay.
There's some new tech involved.
Elendar tech. But yeah, homewrecker half done with his gems, but level engine is doing the Pink Palace, and that can only mean good things. When your palace, you know, packs enough Pepto-Bismol in the bricks to cure any ulcers or stomach problems, yeah, you know, it's a gimme. So this horsehead stands no chance.
Yeah, I wonder what the item in P1 is. I don't think we got a hint for what Horsehead neighs with, but we are looking for the second item on Maze Island here for Homewrecker. Still looking for that glove. High possibility that we're going to need it to complete the game.
I want to believe. Ah, go back. Homewrecker, I want to see the item.
Yeah, level engine not doing his standard. Level tends to power level attack, and he doesn't seem to be doing that today. So he's been doing a lot of full clearing in the overworld. He's not been power leveling attack. He's playing a little different than usual. Maybe he's here to play mind games with Homewrecker. I'm not sure. Home choosing P4 over P6, which is right next door. Could have an early boss either way, but Barba could possibly give us 1,000 experience, whereas I think Karak can only roll up to 700.
Level engine leaving a P bag on the floor. I'm not so sure about that. We've seen those 700 point P bags. They're pretty juicy. Oh wow, the blue iron knuckles are worth less here, but easier to get in this particular one. Almost level engine. That would be so cool, but I've tried that so many times, bouncing off the enemy to get up there, and only managed a couple times. It's just, it seems way easier than it apparently is.
Yeah, it's like the perfect height to require the perfect bounce. And you usually don't get it. Okay, so we see a glove lock in 1 as well. We must have another way to go here because level's coming back in after killing Horsehead. We've got this left at start.
I believe this is a magic container.
Wow, we have both keys and 1-ups in the drop pool here tonight.
I mean, the keys are still useful.
Yeah, absolutely. Level did find just 1 magic container so far, but Home has not found anything. It's Level's overworld exploration that has gotten him that.
Did Level just up an A before saying what was in the next room?
I did not notice. I know he up and date, but I didn't see what he saw.
I guess he figured he'd already checked that before. Alright, so we're gonna check this left. All right. Oh, thank you, Gilgamesh. 501 for the raid. Pretty sweet. And Level Engine is going to be raiding the item room here.
Same thing with Homewrecker, picking up the magic container in 4.
Boots. All right. Level Engine picking up the boots. That's going to make this island's exploration so much faster. That's actually a big get, in my opinion. And it'll make exploring Death Mountain to find the items a lot nicer too. Yeah. And they can shortcut, across the water that five spaces to get to the other entrance of the Eastern Continent.
That's very true. No need to wait for the raft animation any longer.
Yeah. I could save at least 2 seconds.
It looks like Homewrecker's going to be placing his second gem here in just a moment. Pretty unlikely Karak is going to troll us enough to kill us at life 6 in the corner. Looks like he's shielded anyway. He's got takes about half a bar of health to get hit, and Karak will be dead long before that.
Oh yeah. You'd have to be the unluckiest guy in the world to lose.
Yeah, with as many patterns as there are, I don't even think you can be that unlucky. It's like 256 static patterns, and I don't think any of them troll you that badly in the corner.
Oh, I didn't realize. I mean, I guess it would have to have a pattern, right? Because
Yeah, talk to the vanilla speedrunners. They've already mapped them out.
that's ridiculous.
I don't know if it's 256, but it's a very large number that you just can't memorize.
Apparently they have.
All right, well, 2 gems down for homewrecker. He knows where GP is at. I think we're going to see a gamble here. He's going to step out of here, step onto the bridge that's over in this direction, and check out GP.
I like this play. You know what? Go in there without the glove. Screw the glove. The glove could be anywhere. At least you're not really losing out on that much if you go in here and you don't find, you don't find Dark Link, because you're still getting some good scouting information. And,
Yeah,
and you can be confident you need the glove if you get locked out.
Yeah, I was going to say that homewrecker is probably just ready to gamble on anything. Level Engine is seeded 3rd overall in the tournament, and is quite a powerhouse player. And homewrecker knows that, and so he's going to have to take some gambles here if he wants to get through. But okay, we're available to get through the first room at least.
Another magic level would be great. It doesn't look like he can quite cast it twice yet, but one more level and he should be able to. Oh, Fairy stayed like the same price this whole time.
Yeah. Got a paperclip, or a reverse paperclip, if you will. Elevator down here. Still nothing for Level Engine looking around.
Okay, that was a rough paperclip room, unfortunately. Well, now you're confident. You know, without a shadow of a doubt.
Did we see the second item on Maze Island?
No, nobody's found it. Level Engine might go back and look for it with the boots now. And I'm not sure homewrecker is going to find the boots, because are you really going to be looking in palaces if you know you're missing an item?
Well, I don't know. The big gamble to take, I think, from homewrecker's side is go to Death Mountain. You got the hammer, check Spec Rock.
Yeah,
Look for Hammer Cave.
Level didn't get either of the items in Death Mountain, did he?
No, we only saw both of our runners just briefly stepped into Death Mountain. It is a Caldera Death Mountain today.
I believe homewrecker did get one item.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that Death Mountain or was that Maze Island?
Oh, yeah, Maze Island. Hey, I play this game all the time.
I keep hearing that.
Yeah. It's just I kind of stepped out of it because I heard how much you were crying every day after I would just humiliate everyone, and so I did my best to suck up and just leave the community for everyone's sake, really.
Is that so?
Yeah. I stopped playing before you joined, didn't I?
Yes.
Oops. I guess my lie has been seen through. I thought I had you.
Well, homewrecker is looking around here. Level
Watch
with the
out!
bop, yeah.
You don't see it that often, but yeah, that hammer does come back again. It turns twice, and yeah, he picked the hammer up. This time he caught it in the air, and yeah, it's a secret technique.
Level not wanting those keys either.
Irene. Look, I have other virtues. I think I haven't figured out what they are yet, but they gotta be there, right? Like patience, right? I've had the patience to not prove how awesome I am at Zelda 2 Randomizer for years. So that is patience in a nutshell, I think. There's your candle. Okay, homewrecker getting that magic thing. That's very nice. He can now cast Fairy twice. I'm sure he should be able to cast Thunder as well at this point. So if he runs into the big bad, he probably won't be, missing out.
Yeah, so I don't think, well, Home might go into P1 to get those boots, but if he doesn't, he's not going to be able to get to New Kasuto. We don't know what's in New Kasuto at this point in time, and Level was unable to show us the basement because we needed 6, he only had 5, and that other magic container for Home came out of P4. So if he can get his way to New Kasuto, we can check that, because as Level has shown us, both the caves, both the environment tiles in the east, there's nothing there to find, at least not glove-wise. So, you know, if it's not in Death Mountain, if it's not in a palace, it's not in New Kasuto, then I mean, those are our options.
Yeah, DM. I think DM's a good choice. Yeah.
I mean, it's a big gamble choice. I mean, you might as well, you know, just check there first, especially if you know that it's time to get into GP. And I don't know, if you feel that you're behind, you just need to make some kind of curveball play.
Yeah, we know that Homewrecker is not going to find the boots until he goes into P1, which he probably won't do for quite a while.
You know, it's entirely possible that because P1 is just so small that you might just go in there and chance it, especially with the hot pink color, just going to attract anyone to jump in there, and you're just
course.
Like it's Miami Vice Palace 1.
Right, Level gets the corner on Rubenak. Rubenak almost, oh, yeah. Kind of stepped off screen. Unfortunately, one more bop and Level Edge is going to have to do this over again, I think. Oh, not, okay. Oh, it was 2 bops, but he took them both, so. Little bit of lost time there, and I think Homewrecker needs it at that point, because with the boots in hand, I think Level Legend has a distinct advantage in finding the glove.
Yeah, I'm just thinking where Level's going to go next. He might just try GP like Homewrecker did after this. This will be his second gem. He might just try GP. It's only 3 rooms in. He'll see the glove lock, and then he'll be out and looking around. I don't know if Level's going to chance it, though.
If only he got life. Nah, you don't need life or life. All you need is attack. Strike hard, strike fast, no mercy. That's the Zelda 2 randomizer motto.
I'm picturing a plaque hanging on the wall of your kitchen as you're baking cookies with that on there.
Yep, I got it painted. You know, stencil painted, right on the backsplash.
That's a nice touch.
Oh no! Okay, I might actually do that. Spice hard, spice fast, no mercy. That, I think I might. That's actually
there
pretty
you go.
Cool. Alright, and you know, chocolate is a spice, cinnamon is a spice, so, you know, and there's ginger in cookies as well, so, yeah. Sugar is a spice, actually, so pretty much every cookie is spiced.
You don't have to convince me.
I think I do.
I'm still not going to eat them.
You would. If you
Sorry,
came all the way
I
out...
only eat unspiced cookies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just if there's no sugar, I think it's just called a biscuit at that point. Or crumpet. That's hardtack, really.
Anyway, we have placed our second gem on Level Engine's side here. 36 minutes, almost 37 minutes into this. We'll see if he goes back to Maze Island to jump into GP, as Homewrecker, unfortunately, running into a dead end there on the east. No boots on, I was going to say in hand, but on foot. And so he'll be back to the west, and we'll see if we make any other plays here. Did we see every single cave? Did we see Heart Container Cave as well? That's one that's Magic Container Cave. Did we see those?
No, we didn't really see all of Western, did we?
I'm not 100% sure, but they could be boots locked, which would be in Level's favor here. And again, I'm waiting to see Homewrecker go into Death Mountain.
Level Engine popping into another palace.
That's his GP.
Oh, dude. Okay, yeah, I knew that. Sorry, I was checking my cookies in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know it's GP? Like, from this screen, how would I know?
These palace rooms only look like GP.
Well, yeah, but like,
There's
what
the
if I-
document. You should review the document, Nightcrawler.
but what if I wasn't in a room, right? What if I was in like
Like a screen
subspace?
transition where it's completely black.
Yeah. How would
Well,
I know?
You would just wait a second or two, and then you'd see the next screen.
Yeah, yeah. But what if I don't have a second? What if the opponent's about to win and I'm in the screen transition and I need to know?
Where do these questions come from? I don't know how to answer these questions.
Sorry, everybody.
We're looking for the second item on Maze Island. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen this thing yet, and
No, we haven't.
Level's looking around here.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to do this to Mariah every time. Every time.
This is an important race, Nightcrawler.
Why is he following the river? She has the boots. Okay, he's covering lots of ground. It's all good. I just want to see. I just want to see. You know, the boots being used to cross over that and find the other item location.
If the glove ends up being on Maze Island, this is going to be hugely upsetting for Homewrecker, seeing as I'm pretty sure he did not find this and has left this area. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. They already have the hammer. It's fine. Nice. And they call us the Max Rando, right?
Where is this item at?
I believe there's a space they haven't checked yet. It's probably there.
Yeah, this feels bad. I mean, I've been in these same situations as well. It's where you're just going to last locations, like one of the last 5 tiles you walk on this stupid, small, tiny island, and you're like, oh, come on. I could have walked there at any point in time previous to now.
Level, this is a good play. I don't think we've seen this. Yeah, we have. Okay. I think they're... Yeah. Well, he's finding the first item now, which is nice. Like I said, he hasn't seen this one yet.
Yeah.
I think it was
That's true.
Important. Yeah. You might as well pick up the lives.
Yeah, I guess from Level's perspective, he's like, man, I'm walking all over this Maze Island. Where are these 2 items at? Home also getting a little blocked there. Still no boots for Home. And again, they're buried in 1, so...
Well, thrown away his extra lives by resetting a GP. Okay.
Okay, so it's got to be down in this area. I thought we saw Home coming down here, but I don't know if he successfully fairy-feeded down here.
No, Home didn't check... Okay, there we go. Yeah, Home didn't check out much of... Oh my god.
Well, I'm telling you.
Worse than a free life, right?
Death Mountain. It's got to be.
Oh my god.
Well, it doesn't have, just to be fair, it doesn't have to be, but you know, that would be a great troll spot.
Blue Jar is like the green rupee of Zelda 2.
I've heard it also referred to as the single arrow.
Oh yeah. Thank you, game, for 1 arrow. This will definitely cause me to win the game. That
Okay.
would be pretty exciting.
Here we go. Magic Container Cave. I think Level's the first one to show us
area.
this.
Okay, it could be here. I don't think it is. There's still a lot of places we haven't checked, so
Okay.
that's cool.
We're on Death Mountain for Home here.
Great. And it doesn't look like... Well, this is a vanilla-like Death Mountain, so if he gets to the coast, he will be missing out on the boots.
Well, it's actually a caldera. He's about to walk into the caldera right now.
Okay.
A vanilla-like because the vanilla Death Mountain uses the yellow road tiles everywhere. If we have yellow road tiles as our main terrain type to walk around on, that makes it a vanilla-like.
But you know, I do love this caldera. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
So the boots aren't going to be especially issue here. Well. I feel bad for Homewrecker at this point, because that Harkiner Cave had exactly what levelengine needed. Nothing more, nothing less.
Is that boots locked here? I didn't see as he came in here. No, I don't know. I don't have a full picture on the biome, so I'm not 100% sure, but...
all I know is that the pair of them did not really fully check the west earlier, so that could have been due to boots. But I'm assuming they didn't, take all the pass-through caves and stuff either.
Yeah, for realsies this time, we are entering into GP. Barrier up for levelengine with the glove, 4240-ish. We're going to see if he can get through. Spec Rock for homewrecker.
Could be something.
It's a trophy, so if he doesn't win, he at least comes away with something to put on his shelf.
That's true. And as far as he knows, he just made a really good call because he got 2 items out of this. Pretty quick actually for a Caldera type.
Oh yeah.
Death Mountain. So really, he's not that far behind. But if he is boots locked out of this, I don't see him winning. Because he'd have to go to P1 immediately, and then immediately go back to the west to really have a chance.
Yeah, funny enough, Level Engine's last race also had a boots lock in it, required for the Thunder spell. Oof.
Oh god, he almost didn't have enough. That was literally exactly what he needed. I could have easily seen that going much worse, and that would have been hilarious. If he just had 45 instead of 46 magic. Oh, you know what? Homewrecker does have 1 extra magic container that could come into play.
Yeah, I mean, it could, but he has got to get into P1, get the boots, go to Heart Container Cave, get the glove, and then get back in GP. And man, this would have to be a terrible GP for it to take that long for level. But I mean, it's possible. I don't, it ain't over till it's over.
Well, okay, he got the magic key, so that's going to incentivize him to check palaces at least. And I mean, he did check sort of the most likely spots that were available to him. So I think he's going to be pushed in the direction of P1.
I don't think he has a choice. I think everything beyond here is going to be boots blocked for him. So he's gonna. Well, I guess he could dig the item out of 6. He might do that first.
I don't think he would. Do you?
You underestimate homewrecker.
Yeah, I mean, he could hard gamble that. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's just a guessing. I mean, you got a dartboard. Where do you go? Why go to P1 when it's miles away and P6 is just sitting on the west for you? You might as well just do the closer palace. I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason to do one or the other, really. Coin flip and go.
I just think P6 is a bit of a pain sometimes. P1
yeah, you say that, and then you lose out on the boots because they were 2 rooms into this, what you thought was going to be a really bad P6.
I go with the probabilities, that's all.
Yeah, no, I fully understand. That's yeah.
Homewrecker trying to find his way back, or maybe trying to find another exit to Death Mountain.
Yeah, I think we're out of connector at this point. Yeah, we're out of connectors at this point.
That got recycled into Maze Island.
Yeah, we had a cave go to Death Mountain. We had a bridge go to Maze Island. We had a raft and a cave go to the east. So that's it.
Wow, Homewrecker just threw that experience on the floor, and that's a brave move that I am not typically brave enough to do. I think his last cast of Fairy, he was like, better get a lot of experience out of this, and it was just garbage. So that would have been a little bit of an advantage if he had gone into GP with an extra level, especially if it was like an attack level or something. But he won't have that advantage. Yeah, he needs every advantage he can get, but I think just catching up is his priority right now.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of rooms on Level Engine side. Some of them pretty busy with Bird Knights. We did just see a Thunderbird room that we're opting not to jump into right now. We've got an elevator up here in Level Engine's room. We'll see what this leads to.
And Level Engine did just come across Thunderbird a few moments ago. Obviously didn't go in because his magic is currently quite low. I think he's taken a few deaths. He might be on his last life. So it might be like literally impossible for him to fight Thunderbird, or at the very least unproductive.
Yeah, I didn't see. I don't. He hasn't opened his menu in a little bit, so I didn't get a chance to see how many lives he has left.
Oh man, downstabbing an enemy over a bridge like that makes me nervous.
Oh, this is where we want the jump spell. Oh boy. Ooh.
Nicely done.
Very nerve-wracking jumps for sure.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough magic to cast Fairy again, so...
Wow, this path is like a hard left. Very nice slice through the red bird there.
And you know what? I think the most advantageous thing for either, like, as far as levels go, if
Oh!
oh wow,
He thought he was dead because he stopped moving and he wasn't dead.
I thought so too. In so many ways, but no, he is just on the lifest of life supports right now. I'm impressed. He doesn't actually have the life spell though, right? So even if he got magic, it doesn't matter.
Not 100% sure on that. They didn't start with that one, so I don't know if he went in to pick it up. It's usually not level style to pick up life.
Yeah.
Homewrecker did grab it though, I believe.
That's nice. That's nice.
I'm sorry. I don't think. No, he didn't.
Anyway, I was gonna say, like, out of all the levels that he could get, I'm always for attack levels, but I think Magic 6 would probably be pretty big because I think Fairy would drop because we haven't seen it drop from level 1 to 5, so it's got to drop at 6, and that would make 3 or 4 castings for Homewrecker, which would be potentially much better survivability in GP for Homewrecker. But unfortunately, he did probably wisely drop that experience on the floor instead of trying to build that up.
Yeah, this Max Rando is not about comfort. It is about go, and you definitely, it's a testament to skill on how low of a resource type of setup you are comfortable with to go into this final palace of the game, assuming you have all the proper items, which
Well,
I'm still looking for.
At that point, you might as well just not pick up any life levels because you'll never get hit, right?
Well, no. So it's pretty tough to not to go through a GP damage list.
Well, yeah, if you're not very good at the game.
I keep hearing some skill related talk from your end of the commentary booth here, and I mean, I'm waiting for any particular tutorials. I'm waiting to see.
Yeah,
see some activity from your stream with some Z2R.
I did stream some Z2R. I streamed it for 24 hours on what was it, January 1st, December 31st, January 1st. You were there in the morning. I mean, I wasn't actually like really playing the game.
Oh, you mean working on the sprite for Z2R?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what you wanted me to do?
Not quite.
Oh.
I think we're seeing new territory on level side, though, here.
Yeah. This looks very new. He definitely would have killed that orange bird knight if he'd been... bleh. Thunderbird is looking more and more likely to be a blocker.
Yeah. I think maybe we have one other option remaining, and then it's Thunderbird. I could be wrong, though.
Homewrecker here is not in P1, which is a problem.
Yeah, I don't know what Palace this is. P6 I thought was I guess P3 was the gray
5?
one. Yeah, I guess I didn't even check the dripper there. The dripper would have shown us the cap. It is P6, okay.
All right, well, you were correct. Unfortunately, this is not going to pay off for Homewrecker.
Oh, right, here's the room right from the beginning, where he went left at first and was unable to get through here because there's a glove lock to the left.
Anyway, I mean, my whole point was just that, yeah, like in theory, you don't need Fairy to save yourself in rooms. In theory, you know, but in theory, you don't need any levels in life either.
Sure, I guess if you can TAS it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying is like there's practical concerns when going through GP, and you can never really consider yourself perfect. So being able to cast Fairy 4 times would lead to faster exploration for Homewrecker.
Yeah, it's possible. Any glove block rooms might slow him down, though. I would say, you know, when it comes to level engine versus Homewrecker in terms of combat, level engine definitely has the edge here, with as good of a player as he is.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the lack of glove might slow Homewrecker down in GP.
Well, no, I meant, you know, if you had the glove, even if you could ferry through a bunch of rooms, there's still glove blocks along the way, and you can't ferry through those. So you'd have to fight your way through those. And if they're busy with birds, then, you know, if you're taking deaths in those rooms, whereas level engine wasn't, then regardless, ferrying through other rooms to save time it would just kind of even out at the end. That's just, I mean, it's all theory here. It's just, I have no idea, right? It's until Level Engine steps in GP, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We've got Thunderbird's room right at the bottom of this elevator. We might just see a Thunderbird fight here soon enough, and Level Engine may be done with this in the next 5 minutes or so, which is not going to give Home enough time to get into GP and do his thing.
Yeah, homewrecker, remember? This was glove blocked. It's been a long time since he's been in this room, though, so...
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
you do that all the time. You step out, you're like, why didn't I go into P6 before? Was it because it's P6, or was there a glove block in it that I don't remember?
Well, kind of my hope for homewrecker was that Level Engine would have a difficult time casting Thunder and you know, getting here. So I think homewrecker's in a little bit of trouble right now.
Yeah, it is a 2-shot for Level. He doesn't seem to be able to cast Shield on top of this, or maybe he didn't pick up Shield? Because he's not casting Shield. It's going to be, he's taken about 5 bars of health, was that? Or did he come in here a little injured?
No, I don't think he did. Alright, now the fireballs must flow. Or should we call them like meatballs? Or shrimp?
I'm gonna go ahead and call them fireballs. You and your food talk. Sounds like someone needs to eat dinner after this race.
I had a dinner.
This might be time for second dinner.
I didn't preheat the oven. Yeah, that's right. Second breakfast, third breakfast, brunch. I'm a hobbit, apparently.
Yeah, no shield for Level Engine. He's just running Thunder.
Yeah.
That's the only other spell he picked up.
Well done.
There's a drop.
We haven't seen a drop yet, have we?
We saw a drop room. I mean, a landing room.
Oh no.
Oh no, it wasn't this one. It was this one, but it was flipped. So he might still be on the right path here.
Right. He's gonna have to turn this. He's gonna have to like find an elevator, turn around, because obviously going straight left is never gonna get him to the.
There, yeah, right here.
Okay, yeah, I could see this being the end of the palace, and yeah, perfect. Let's perfect this level.
Yep, he's got a sliver of health. I don't know if he's got any lives. They did have 4 lives to start with, so I think he's got
okay.
at least 1 in reserve. Yeah.
I still want to see it. I still want to see the perfect.
We've seen it happen a few times here where deaths on Dark Link have been detrimental.
I don't think it can be this detrimental.
No, this is pretty. Home needs a lot of catching up here.
Air fighting in the focus is a very entertaining thing. All right, GGs, everyone, give me your GGs.
And he's not talking about cookies. He actually wants 2 capital G's.
Yes, or yeah, G, lowercase, capital case,
Or cookies in the shape of G's.
Oh, dude, we should do that sometime. Yeah, we need to do these things. Well, thank you all for donating your G's and supporting my my investment in various keyboard companies. As you find your G key gives out before the rest of your keyboard. 6-6, Victor, come on now. All right, I believe someone just entered the chat. That is homewrecker. Your mic is muted though, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, your digs didn't quite work out, but it was a good match.
Oh, I made some huge heckin' gambles. And yeah, none of it, literally 0 paid off. But, and then, it is what it is.
You were first into GP.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Unfortunately, I was also the first out of GP because that glove block was 4 rooms in or something.
Yeah, it was pretty soon. But I was pretty hopeful. I was like, well, now he knows he needs a glove, and there's no exception to that.
So as soon as I realized that, I figured, what's the worst possible place the glove could be?
Why don't
so
you
I went
tell
there.
Us, where was the glove?
It was in one of the item caves in West Hyrule, bottom left corner of that map. It didn't look like you could reach that without the boots.
It wasn't boots locked? Oh no.
Well, no, Level Engine
No,
is
no,
saying he thinks it probably was boots locked, but I don't think Level Engine checked all the caves there. There might have been a pass-through cave around there or something like that.
Oh no, I went through every pass through in the
Okay.
west. No, so what am I saying? It was definitely boots locked, and unless there was a land path there.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was
boots
in
locked.
I didn't recall seeing a land path there. I might have found it by now. Likely would have found it eventually. If it wasn't like required. The boots.
So where were these boots? I assume I'm on the path to last locating him right now.
Park Cave.
Palace 1?
Right, House one. Boots. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Which is where?
Some island in the east.
Okay, so
I'm
I
saying
just
islands because there was just so many.
yeah, I must have missed a path to an island somewhere on the east because I don't recall seeing Palace One when I explored over there. Ouch. Rude
Well, I
islands are
mean,
rude.
islands are rude. It's a bit of a pain to get around them until you get the boots, and after that, it becomes it becomes dreamy because you're not going to be getting many encounters because you can just burn all the encounters on the ocean tiles. But let's see. I mean, it was a pretty close match in the beginning, and we didn't really know how it was going to turn out until Level Engine
Found the boots.
found the boots. Yeah, I figured at that point you had a significant exploration advantage, and it was what within 5 minutes you found the glove. After that, I think.
I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to make it quick because if I'm not fast enough, still, like, you never know. I could get eliminated tonight.
Yeah, we saw the boots locked New Kasuto, and we were thinking that it might have been, one of those two locations as well.
Yeah, I was worried about that, and at some point, I just had to like my mindset was 100%. Well, I have to really hope this isn't boots locked because if it is, there's no way I'm coming back.
Did you ever find the boots or no?
No,
Oh,
I'm in the process of getting there eventually. So all I have left to check is the second item on Maze Island and whatever else I missed in the east. Because I cleared what Palace 3.
I was in there too looking for the item.
I got the item out of there.
Candle.
Yeah, I think that was the candle.
Yeah, the second item on Maze Island you were missing was a blue jar.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yes. There was a blue jar and, like, I think a 1-up is the other item.
Yeah. What could be worse than a one up? Oh, a blue jar.
Yeah, and homewrecker, you were digging Death Mountain. That was my hope for you to gamble on Death Mountain. But I think right as you were in Death Mountain, is when Level was in Heart Container Cave getting the glove.
Oh,
So it was like
okay,
right
okay.
at that point, it was like the glove pickup, and then you walked into Spec Rock. Right when I think that was right around the very similar time there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we were pretty pumped about you finding Spec Rock, and then like immediately after, like yeah, it was immediately after that the glove was found, and I was like, well, it would have been a great Death Mountain exploration because you found both Spec Rock and the glove cave really fast for that kind of a Death Mountain, and it was kind of back to back. But unfortunately, by that time we already knew that it was not gonna turn out too well.
And it was it was a somewhat rough GP. There were a lot of birds in there, and Thunderbird did end up being required tonight, so you had to make it to Thunderbird. I mean, you guys had 4 lives, and there were 1-ups in the drop pool. So there was a fairy block as well. I think you showed us Level on the route to Thunderbird.
Mm-hmm.
There was also a locked door the moment you got in Great Palace, and since
That's
it didn't
true.
have a key or any spare keys, I had to use fairy on that too.
Homewrecker
There
did
were
end up
keys in
finding
the drop pool for sure.
and
Somewhere. I
Homewrecker ended
remember
up
getting some of
finding.
them.
You found the magic
know.
key eventually.
Oh yeah, that was in Hammer Cave. What a dumb place for that key.
Well, I was hoping it would, help guide you back toward the palaces, and it did. But you checked P6, which is a palace that was close and easier to get to.
Yeah, and I forgot that it was. I think it was glove blocked, and I'd kind of forgotten that when I went back to it. But in my mind, like I didn't think I had anything else to explore on the east, so I definitely just missed something over there.
Yeah, I wasn't tracking exactly. It's hard to watch, especially in islands biome. And Level was through a bunch of pass through caves at one point in time. Level, you were through that two screen pass through cave in the dark, and you were getting hit by those
My wall.
coconuts. Yeah, those guys were hitting you really hard, and
They
you
almost hit us hard.
right. Yeah, but right at the end there, you got them. They opened their eye, you hit him, and then you made it, and you passed through. The screen transitioned over. It was like, okay, now we're safe on the second screen. But yeah, that's a sketchy cave in the dark, especially when it's got that type of enemy set. Usually it's a bunch of spiders and bats, sometimes moas as well, but not usually that many giant eyeballs floating through there. But yeah, it was somewhere over in that direction. Home, you were kind of over in that direction, but I guess you just didn't see the palace or see that you had access to something else over there. Not 100% sure exactly. Again, the islands biome without the boots, kind of tough to navigate. You guys had to do a lot of walking in cardinal directions to kind of get around. And Level did ultimately find the way to P1. That was his second gem. He did. You did P3, right? Level, you did 3 and 1.
3 and 1, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so it was 3 and 1, and then boots were right there, and there's like, oh boy, that's gonna open up. That's gonna open up at least the islands east, and it definitely opened up some stuff on the west. So
But homewrecker, you made it this far in the tournament, and you got taken out by one of the best. So you did a great job, man.
Well, I'll say this: this doesn't feel as bad as losing by 6 seconds.
When did this
that
happen?
can hurt. Is that how you got here to the lower bracket?
Yeah, Para and I were in a nightmare of a GP that, of course, Patrick did in an hour and a half, but it took both of us nearly 3 hours, and Para got me by 6 seconds. I still haven't lived it down.
I totally forgot about that race. That race was great. That was a double. It was a 1v1 times 2. It was like a 4-way race, but it was like a double feature together.
Yeah.
Well,
But no, this is a lot of fun. I feel like I did way. My first tournament was last year's standard, and I feel like I did way better now compared to then. 2 and 2 in Swiss isn't terrible, so you know what? I'll take it.
yeah, awesomely done, man. All right. So are you guys doing anything else later on in the week other than perhaps more Zelda 2 randomizer? You guys do anything else you want to talk about?
You are in the meantime, definitely.
Well, I get to jump behind the scenes and help out with some of these other races going on. That's kind of my plan.
Homework on spring break. I figure he's going to Cancun. Right?
Yeah,
Is that what we do?
I had to be here though, unfortunately, for this.
Had to cancel vacation plans for Z2R. That is dedication, my man.
Thank you very much for doing
Yes.
that. Delivering some life to this tournament. Both behind the screen and on the screen. Reminds me of my youth.
Level Engine GG's. Good luck going forward. Go give him hell.
Probably by luck, it just takes a turn for the better. After the last race that I had to do, I got the bugged hint, and then even this race, I apparently figured out that there's a key combo on my emulator that just powers the entire thing off, and hit it by accident. Thankfully, 4 minutes into the run.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Yeah, we weren't
Oh,
entirely
no.
sure.
4 minutes into the run, at least.
Could you imagine if that happened
50
20 minutes in?
plus.
Oh my god, dude.
That would have been it. I would have been I would have been dead.
What key combo was it? I mean, it could be Alt X or something, but was it
Shift
something?
was D. Even though I wasn't holding down Shift, maybe my keyboard was acting up. I don't remember pressing Shift. Okay, maybe my finger could have grazed it. Who knows?
How long did it take you to figure out what had happened?
About a minute. I knew I had to be quick because I'm in loser's bracket. If I'm gonna just lose even if it's from my emulator acting up or whatever. Yeah, I gotta be quick, because if I'm not, like, I'm gonna get knocked out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, could have happened at a worse time, that's for sure.
Shift plus D, I'm pretty sure it was, and I had to just I just unset that key combo.
Awesome. Never again.
Yeah, it's
All right.
amazing it went on for this long and not running into it before
I
now.
only saw it was in Medicine Cave and the forest tile with Bago on it. Only lost that progress. Like, we basically didn't even really begin the seed yet, at least.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, any last words on the race or the tournament so far, or what kind of cookie is your favorite and why cookies are
Jesus.
amazing?
Don't fall into this trap, people.
Levelengine, I know
I
you gotta.
am.
You get. Oh yeah, homewrecker. Come on. What kind of cookie?
Oh, I'm a sucker for a good, nice, delicious oatmeal raisin.
That's a good one, just like Mary's grandma used to make.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, Levelengine, are you a cookie guy?
Kind of.
Ooh, what kind's your favorite?
Oreo.
Oh yeah, Oreo is a classic. What about Hydrox? What are your feelings on Hydrox?
Is that a cookie or is that a chemical?
Hydrox sounds like either a chemical or a monster from D&D.
Let
But
me
it's actually like an Oreo. I think it was actually before Oreos, like by a year or two or something like that. It tastes a little bit different.
Sounds like something I need to use an MSDS sheet to make sure that I don't burn myself or ingest too much of it.
Yeah, that could very well be.
I would call it a second-rate Oreo.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
pretty much. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for your time today. And I think we're gonna probably start taking it out. You wanna take us on out, baseball?
I would love to. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you everyone so much for watching today. And thank you, of course, to our runners, levelengine and homewrecker. And thank you to our commentators, Mirai and Nightcrawler. And thank you to Mizu for tracking for us today. All right, tons of races coming up this week in the Z2R Rando Tournament. There's a couple tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll have Mirai versus Zarnax. And then also on Tuesday at 7 Eastern, we'll have Elendar versus Tiverius. So those should be very good, and they will both be on ZSR main. So yes, thank you all for joining us today. We are going to raid over to Phantom 5800, who is doing some Minish Cap randomizer. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Please join us tomorrow for some more Z2R races. Thanks!